All right. Well, had the impromptu idea to pull over and record this real fast because it's something that I've been talking about with people lately and thinking about. Stop watching horror movies. Why would I want to subject my mind to the darkest pits that Hollywood has to offer as far as out in the open? You know, what they've decided what we have decided as a society is acceptable form of media, and what they have decided and been encouraged to produce. It wouldn't be made if it weren't accepted. Society gets what it wants. Entertainment is so prevalent, and entertainers make so much more than teachers because we want to be entertained. We don't want to be taught. Not that the education system is all that hot, anyways. But so I'm thinking, a coworker of mine was texting me, and she said I had just taken a trip to Arizona recently, and I was out, in nature. I was had a friend with me, but we were, we went night hiking through the woods. I don't know many people that would night hike because they are so afraid that the hash slinging slasher is out there. Jason Voorhees. I only know these old. One of those is a SpongeBob character. I only know these old characters because I don't watch these horror movies. I don't understand people that want to scare themselves and be freaked out and give themselves something to worry about. Same with these true crime podcasts. I've noticed mostly women listen to these and watch these movies. That's all that I know. I don't know. This is coming from me. Everyone that I know that watches these movies and listens to these podcasts, women, younger women. And so let's take it into a spiritual mode. Our society is spiritually void and inept and behind. And so you go into this movie theater or put on this movie that's messing around with these horror themes and spiritual stuff. Like you get the demons and the exorcism and all that. Why is it so attractive? I think it's because we're so starved spiritually as a nation and as a people that we become attracted to something that is spiritual. And those movies and the dark stuff that they're doing in these movies and these weird messages and images that they're giving out are spiritual. It's got spiritual back. You think those people are producing those movies and they're going out afterwards and frolicking in the lilies and enjoying the fine, the good things about life? I don't think so. I think they're going home and getting into some weird stuff, man. I don't even want to think about it. I know it's weird. I see the people that come out of these scenes, but so you give a spiritually starved audience this supercharged demonic movie, and because they have no spiritual experience or progress, what have you, we long for spiritual experience. We long for that relationship with God, and it gets supplemented by so many things. And especially when these movies are tapping into spiritual things, just we as a people. It's a working theory. I hope I'm wording this okay that people get it, but there's a phenomena. Many people believe in almost anyone you talk to believes in demons. How many of them believe in angels and are as interested in talking about angels as they are demons? Very, very different numbers on that whole scene. So these horror movies of people out in nature and video games of being out in nature, it scared people away. We have been given nature by God to go out and get to the rhythm of nature. Out in the forest of Arizona, Coconino National Forest, I was so far out in there. I didn't hear any cars honking. I didn't get in traffic jams. I wasn't bumping into some bum on the street begging me for some money, drunk and waving a knife at me, which I had a bum encounter in Arizona, and it was close to a knife. It was actually scissors, but that's not out in nature, and it's very, very rare that I don't even know if you could say it's rare. It's very minimal that some guy's out there waiting to kill you, but these movies and these games and this media and these true crime podcasts the true crime podcasts act in the same way that the news does. The news makes money off negative stuff. Well, these true crime podcasts, they make, their views come from these horrible stories and disgusting things that humans have done. And it scared people from getting out in nature and getting into the rhythm that God has set in nature, and it keeps us from disconnecting from the noise and all that because we're afraid to go spend some time alone out in the woods. I would advise you do it almost immediately. Get as far away from the roads as you can. Have some safety in mind. I know how to get back. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Take a flare gun if you're worried. Whatever. You can find your way back. Just get out there and as quiet of a place as you can find and just observe. Don't gotta do anything else. Low battery. Just observe. Never know what you might see. You might just find a nice know what I mean? Quit watching horror movies. Quit listening to true crime podcasts. Go outside.